Here we go with a Link Joker deck profile because
arguably.
Yes, the third arguably. This is totally chaos. This is our third deck profile that may or may not involve chaos. Since 80% of Messiah players will need a new deck profile now that they just got rid of every single fucking reverse build. They have like 50% of their deck is not doing jack shit anymore. So thankfully I invested into this build instead. Yeah.
We're here to propose an alternative.
Exactly. I'm here to say that you can still use half your Messiah deck. At least.
Even though the half of the deck that is usable might just be your triggers and PGs.
It's still half the deck. Arguably.
What does this try to do?
What does this try to do? I don't know.
Yeah, what?
We're playing Messiah.
Who the hell plays Messiah? Anyways, V starter. Self-explanatory. Draw an extra card, get a quick shield, all that good stuff. Onto the grade 3s, and my oh my are there a lot of them. So I'll kind of just go over like the grade 3s and then kind of explain what the goal of the deck is if you haven't guessed it by the time that I get to it. So for Harmonix Messiah, there's a specific reason why we're running this one. On attack, grade 3, on your grade 3 turn, if you go first, on attack, you get to tutor out a card, put it onto your rear guard as locked, and shuffle your deck. Other skill doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the first skill in the card name. Other than that, we have 4 Alter Ego Messiah, because if for some reason you don't see this one and you're still going first, this one is arguably better because you actually care about both skills. First skill, Soul Blast 1, and you get to put up to a total of 2 cards with different card names from your drop zone on rare as locked cards, because when this big boy swings, you choose any number of locked cards, any player's locked cards, but you're just going to be choosing your own because... Anyways, all of your unlocked cards get 10k until end of turn. So basically, if you ride into your combo piece, you can Soul Blast it out, put it onto Rare's Lock, and bada bing, bada boom, there you go. When you step in the room.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Other 3 are Lady Gunner of the Neutron Star and 3 Ideal Ego Messiahs. Old time cards, not that expensive, but this one's GB locked, this one's not. On attack, you Soul Blast 1, lock this guy, check top 3 for your combo pieces, and you get to put them on rare as locked, continue your combo, all that stuff if you don't find them in your hand. And then this one helps get your combo started. I'll kind of explain a little more in detail afterwards. But yeah, do not ride this, please, for the love of God. Other than that, grade 2s, let's just go into the combo piece. I'm pretty sure you already know what this is, because who the heck is playing a Messiah deck that doesn't have this at this point? Remarkable Burst Monk. You want to lock this guy as much as possible, because when you unlock it, you get to Counterblast 1, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a grade 3, reveal the top card of your deck, you add it to your hand. If the card you revealed was a grade 3, you get to discard 2 and stand your Vanguard. So this is the Restand Messiah deck, because who cares about reverse units in Link Joker if you're not playing Eulandios anymore. So basically, if you don't see this guy, you get to tutor him off of him. If you ride him, you get to Soul Blast, get him onto rear for him. You could check the top 3 for him. If he's already on your board and you need him locked, that's what this one's for. So kind of explains the grade 3 lineup that way. But yeah, let's see here. So you want to max out as much of this guy as possible. And then you have mid-battle combo extension with the Restored Messiah. GB1 on place, it gets red text, it gets 2k, and you get to lock this guy. Choose any unit in the back row, lock it. So you get to lock the guy mid-battle phase. However, do keep in mind when you unlock this guy, it is not on place and it is treated as a new unit, so it loses that red text. Old school ruling. 4 countercharge boys. 4, I want to make sure that I read the right grade 3 boys or persons. Don't discriminate. Not in Pride Month. 2 manipulator of the void. If it's attack or it's attack that it boosted hits, put a card from your hand as lock, from your hand on rear as lock, and then you draw a card. So you get to put the boy out while also making sure that you're drawing cards. And then Prayer Child of Stage to State Cosmo. What really matters is a drop zone skill, GB1. Bind it, choose 2 of your rear guards, lock it, and draw a card. So you get to draw a card, lock the boy, get your combo started, bada bing, bada boom. Trigger lineup.
Bada binging and a lot of bada booging. Bada booging.
So you do a lot of bada binging, and you want to pray to the messiahs and the psychology gods that you get to do a lot of bada booming, because it's mainly a high roll kind of thing. OT, because why else would you, like, you know, not play OT? We're not in Keter. We have a choice. 3 draw PGs. You draw into combo pieces. Make sure you perfect guard. All that stuff. 4 heal guards, because it's a grade 3. So if you reveal this off the top, it still counts. So that's great. Don't want to write this either. And then 8 crit. You have 4 Vandal Sharp and 4 Stride crits. Kind of doesn't really matter too much. What does matter is if we get the freaking Chaos Breaker Dragon crit promo from Vanguard 0, we get to replace these, because that's just 4 more grade 3s in your deck that you can kind of help the consistency of getting the restand off. Doesn't always work. And then they freaking killed the hope for Overlord Rebirth crit trigger, because reverse units lose all their icons, which includes their trigger icons. So kind of sucks, but it's all right, I guess. Onto the G zone. Playing 3 of the Moneymaker, Basaltis Messiah. So basically just block your opponent's board, unlock your boys, restand Vanguard, have fun. The reason why I'm playing 3, you'll notice that Basaltis needs to flip something with the same name, which is why we run this grade 3, because it is our Harmonix Messiah. And when the anime came out and they introduced the idea of strides, they came out with a promo, also called Harmonix Messiah. So in Premium, there's a ruling, you can only have 4 units with the same name in their respective decks. So you can only have 4 of these in the main deck, and then these would have to be in the G zone, so completely separate. So 3 and 3, and then for whatever reason, let's say you miss ride and you do end up flipping up one of these, just flip fodder. Or yeah, I actually found myself striding into this because the opponent didn't have any markers to wipe with Burial End, and I didn't have any counterblasts. So yeah, 16k base. 2, oh my god, my opponent is rushing me and I don't have a hand, so I need to make sure that they don't either, or you gain a hand back. So yeah, on place for that. Really good, especially after your Basaltis turn, if you like overextended or didn't get the restand off and now you're fishing for pieces. So it's kind of good. One of the new one, because if you don't see your pieces at all, you can go into this guy, look at top 7. Hopefully you find it there. If not, sad days. But you can get anything that can be helpful: PGs, stride fodder, heals, whatever. You put them on your rears locked, you can bounce them, and then your opponent locks their board, and hooray, now you just plus in hand. So that's cool. Literally running it just because SGR. And it is a certified hood classic. On attack, you unlock all lock cards. If you unlock 5 or more, it has Sentinel Restrict. would have been really good against DP if I would have done my my play correctly. But yeah, kind of sucks when they have that draw PG. But I mean, if it's that late into the game and you kind of notice that they don't really have the draw PG in there, yeah, it's whatever. No markers for you. We're the only ones that are allowed to play with markers. Onto G guards.
Hello, Editing Anthony here. Before we get to the G guards, I just want to note that apparently I don't know how to count, and I will only be showing 15 of 16 cards in the G zone. However, for that extra slot, I just wanted to say that you can run whatever you'd like, whether it's a 4th Basaltis, 4th Promo, another Integral, a 2nd Cosmic Dawn, you can run in a 2nd Burial End, an Amnesty, Progenitor, a 5th G Guard, because I will only be showing all 4 G Guards right now. It's honestly up to you. The spot is just that flexible for this G zone, so yeah, back to the G Guards.
Real quick, 2 of this one, so last one lock 1 or more back row, usually locking 2, because then you draw a card. You can lock your boy when he's in the back, so sets you up for next turn while also having more shield than we're used to, because this one only gets 5k and then this one doesn't get any shield at all. So yeah, I mean, it's as good as option as we get. So
We love the G guards.
yeah, we love the G guards. Lock their back row. Lock 1 of their back row, gets +5. Ooh. Other than that, I mean, the only other interaction that you can really have is with Sacrifice, because if you have this guy on board, lock something on your opponent's field, lock this guy, refunds the counterblast for one of these, and then you technically get +3k on something. It's about as good as it gets. But yeah, and then for reasons we don't really need to talk about, we're running Force 2 because big restanding Vanguard with base Force 2 puts a lot of pressure on your opponent, and sometimes forces them to guard a little bit higher, and you know, let's say they PG your first Vanguard, they don't have the second PG, they're kind of in a lot of trouble if you put all your triggers onto Vanguard. Plus, if you hit your, your over trigger, there it is, you double your power and then you're swinging for 4 crit. So that is pretty much it. The main thing that you have to take into account when playing this deck is how you play it. Sometimes you can be a little greedy. You can be a little greedy with how many times you unlock or activate your boy's skill, your burst monk. Deciding how balls to the wall you want to go, you may or may not hit it. So it's kind of high rolly, but when it works, oh, it's the best feeling ever. So yeah, that's pretty much the deck. Now you have something to do with all your Messiah cards. You guys are welcome.
Your entire G zone.